Bonjour tout le monde. Aujourd'hui, on va apprendre quelques vocabulaires en ce qui concerne le marché et la bouffe. So we are going to spend our time today learning some vocabulary about the market and food. Now, our previous unit was about cafés and les restaurants, which is prepared food that you can purchase. This unit, we're going to talk about buying whole foods, all right, as in the fruits and vegetables and meats and where you go to get those things, okay? So our unit vocabulary will be about the shops you go to and the types of foods you can buy, all right? Nom, nom, nom. Here we go. On va faire les courses. We're going to go grocery shopping. On va faire les courses. Mais on va où? Where do we go? On va au magasin. We're going to go to the shops, les magasins. Okay, shops like the bakery and deli are popular with many French shoppers, especially those who live in big cities. So many people in France shop at individual neighborhood shops instead of big supermarkets. Why might this be? Big cities don't have the space for a large supermarket. Think about a building the size of Meyer. A large city just doesn't have that kind of surface space. Small local specialty shops have been in neighborhoods for generations. There have been bakers who've had the same bakery there for 200 years. All right. So people know these bakeries, people know these butcher shops. They're right around the corner. These people who own these shops live in these neighborhoods. So they are also your neighbors. All right. And they're specialists. If you have a butcher shop, then you are a specialist in meat. You don't just sell meat, you know your product. And that means you give great service as well. So people appreciate the knowledge and the great service that they get at small shops versus a big supermarket. So here are a few of the major shops that most people would go shop at. First, we have la poissonnerie. La poissonnerie. On va à la poissonnerie pour acheter. We go to the poissonnerie to buy, pour acheter, un crabe. Okay, un crabe, which would be this guy up here, right? Not so hard. You'll notice there are a lot of French words that are very similar. Un poisson is a fish, like we get the word poissonnerie is a fish shop. Okay, and finally, we have une crevette, which is a shrimp. All right, here we go. Prochain magasin, next shop. On va à la boucherie pour acheter le suivant. So we go to the butcher, la boucherie. Okay, pour acheter du poulet. Okay, du porc, et du bœuf, beef. Okay, so the boucherie is the butcher. This is where you buy raw meat and you go and you cook it yourself. Okay, enfin, on va à la boulangerie pour acheter du pain et une baguette. So, la boulangerie, you can assume, is the bakery. Okay, the word makes sense in French because une boule is a ball, and traditionally bread was always baked in a ball, so it would be baked in a circle. So la boulangerie refers to bread because bread was traditionally baked in a ball, okay, not in a rectangle like it is today. So we know du pain is bread in general, okay, and then we have une baguette, which is a type of bread. Une baguette actually means a stick or a wand, like Harry Potter wand, and that's describing the shape of the bread, okay, une baguette. Okay. On va à la pâtisserie. La pâtisserie pour acheter un gâteau, une tarte et une pâtisserie. So, la pâtisserie is the pastry shop. You could probably figure that out from the photos. Un gâteau would be a cake. Un gâteau. Une tarte is a French version of a pie. Okay. And then we have une pâtisserie. Pâtisserie looks just like the name of the shop because it means pastry. Okay. There are lots of different types of pastries that are available beyond just la tarte et le gâteau. And we'll look into those later. On va à la crèmerie. La crèmerie pour acheter tout ça. So la crèmerie, if you look at the word, it kind of looks like the creamery because it's the dairy shop. Okay, on a du lait. Du lait is milk. All right, de la crème, cream. Du yaourt. Where's my picture? Du yaourt, can you guess what that is? Yogurt. Du yaourt. Du beurre, butter, du beurre. Et des œufs. Okay, if you have one egg, it's un œuf. You have more than one, des œufs. Okay. Oh, et aussi, on a quoi dans le coin? What do we have in the corner? Du fromage. Don't forget du fromage. So pretty much anything made with milk, and throw some eggs in there. All right, so this is just a joke, but why don't the French order 2 eggs for breakfast? Because 1 egg is enough. Get it? You can laugh on your own. Ok, on continue. On va à la charcuterie. On va à la charcuterie pour acheter du saucisson, ça c'est du saucisson, du pâté et du jambon. Okay, so la charcuterie is the charcuterie shop. This one's kind of hard to translate. It's sort of like a deli. It's a prepared meat shop. So they have sausages and ham and pate. It's meat that you could take with you and have a picnic right now, versus la boucherie, which is raw meat that you have to take home and prepare. Okay, so that's the major difference. You could call a charcuterie like a deli, okay, but it's not quite that. It's a bit more. La charcuterie is well loved by the French people. They love their saucisson, okay, their dried cured sausage, their pâté, which is made from goose or duck liver. It sounds gross, but trust me, when you try it, it actually tastes really good. And then you've got, jambon and other cured meats, okay? So that's la charcuterie. Okay, we're almost there. On va à l'épicerie, okay? L'épice is French for spice. So à l'épicerie is like the spice shop. It's sort of like the mini mart that has all the other stuff that you need to cook that you can't get at the other shop. So the big 4 that you'd get here would be du sel et du poivre, okay? Du sel, salt, du poivre, pepper, de l'huile, oil, et du vinaigre, vinegar. Okay, so all of these are important spices. De l'huile et du vinaigre are both used to make salad dressing, because your average French person makes their own salad dressing every time they make a salad. It's actually pretty easy. Okay, ça c'est juste une jolie photo de tous les desserts. This is just a great picture of a ton of desserts that I will cover in class, but you can see what they're called if you follow up on the numbers down at the bottom. These are all amazing desserts. As you can tell, dessert is an art form in France. Okay, so we've covered the major shops. Then we need to talk about fruits and vegetables, okay? There's a difference between types of markets you can go to. Il y a un marché, which would be an outdoor or a farmer's market. Un marché, like the one we have in downtown Muskegon. Then you have un supermarché, which, no surprise, is a supermarket, a grocery store. And then you have un hypermarché, which is bigger than a supermarché. It's where you can buy everything under one roof. You can buy tires and deodorant and ice cream and clothes all in one place. Meijer is a great example of un supermarché or Walmart. Un hypermarché is more like a Meijer or a Walmart. Okay. All right. So here we go. We're just going to learn a few fruits and vegetables. Okay. So we have une pomme, an apple, une banane, banana, une orange, an orange, un citron, a lemon, une pêche, a peach, an ananas, I love that word, an ananas is a pineapple, une fraise, strawberry, une framboise, raspberry, un melon, a melon, un raisin is a grape. So you're probably saying, so then what's a raisin? Okay, so a raisin is actually called un raisin sec, which means a dried grape, which is what it is. So let's hit les légumes, which is vegetables, okay? On a un broccoli, broccoli, un concombre, cucumber, un chou. Now, chou can be a type of pastry, but it's called chou pastry because it looks like a cabbage. All right, so un chou is a cabbage. Sometimes French parents call their child mon petit chou, which means my little cabbage or my little cream puff. Okay, and that's because of the story of the Cabbage Patch doll. If you ever had one of those, the whole story of the Cabbage Patch doll, because why would a doll come from a cabbage patch in the garden, is based on the where do babies come from story in France. Here, they used to say that babies were delivered by the stork, right? Well, in France, they would say that babies were born in the cabbage patch and mom and dad would go and pick their baby. So that's why you can call your kid a cabbage and it's a nice thing. Okay, une pomme de terre. Une pomme de terre is a potato. It literally means apple of the ground. Okay, une pomme de terre. Then we have onion. Un oignon. Un oignon. So pretty similar, right? Un oignon. Une carotte. Une carotte, a carrot. Un haricot vert. An haricot vert is green bean. The word vert is the color green, so green bean. Un champignon. I love this word. Un champignon. Looks like champion of vegetables. Un champignon is a mushroom. And then we have une tomate. Une tomate, I know technically is a fruit, but we treat it like a vegetable. So a tomato, une tomate. Une salade. Une salade. Now, une salade can be a salad, or it can also be the word for lettuce. All right, so it plays double duty here. You can also say une laitue, but une salade's easier. Okay, and we're going to stop there. We're going to cover quantities in a different video. So that is all you need today. Have a listen and practice your pronunciation a bit. Merci bien et à plus.